Crazy locksmith story number one. The number one thing that happened to me as a locksmith, lots of crazy things happen. I'll have about probably 10 different stories, but this one I like the most. The Toronto police called me and they asked me, I live, an hour away from Toronto, but they called me and they asked me, have you rekeyed a car, changed the locks on a car? It was a Chrysler LeBaron, a green one. And I said, yeah, a few days ago I did change the locks on a Chrysler LeBaron. They said, can we come see you? I said, yeah. They said, okay, we're coming right now. So they came to my house. I met the police officers. Homicide. They showed me a picture of the car, showed me a picture of the person. I said, yeah, that's the car, that's the guy. And then they pulled out a baggie and they showed me a hammer. And it was my hammer they found in his car. And when it happened was when I was doing the job, I dropped my hammer in the car. But this just wasn't any hammer. This was a hammer I had made in high school shop class. And it had my initials, STB, stamped on it. And I said, yeah, that's my hammer. I made it with my own two hands in shop class. And here, this man in Toronto had murdered, I forget if it was one or two people. I think it was two people. He murdered two people and he dropped his car keys. There's actually this whole ring of keys right there. And he went to his sister's. He got his spare keys off her. He went home, he changed his own lock. And then he drove his car right up to Hamilton right away and called me to rekey his vehicle. And I changed all the locks. And while I was doing it, I dropped my hammer in his car. Now, I'd had this hammer for about 10 years up to that point, and I'd never lost it. And for some coincidence, I lost it in his car. There was no trial. I didn't have to testify because the hammer was in the car. That was proof that he changed the locks on his car the day of the murder. And everybody asked me this, I never got my hammer back. I'll never get it back. I don't know why. It remains in evidence, but it does for a long time. So I don't think I'll ever get it back. Yeah, so that's the craziest story. Guy killed somebody, drives to Hamilton, gets his locks changed. Make a comment down below. Like and subscribe. Support my channel. Boost my business. Thank you very much.